Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen, and I am creating this video for you on August 11th or 12th, 2025, depending on where you're at in the world. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless, and keep in mind, these are general readings, okay? So, only take a message if you feel it's yours or if you feel it resonates. Now, I know today's messages are very high vibrational. A lot happened, okay? And I don't want to repeat myself, and I don't want to waste your time. So I want to get into the messages real quick, all right? I channeled a song, and it's Listen to the Music by the Doobie Brothers. It's an old song, and I never really paid attention to lyrics because I don't know. Like, must have been really little when that came out. I've heard this song, but I never paid attention to the lyrics. Anyway, I listened to them. And so it's basically saying, listen to the music, all the time. And I knew when I heard that we're going through something where it's going to be important to be high vibrational, right? It's important. It's very important to stay optimistic, okay, at this period. And then I got messages, you know, when I was sort of meditating, I got messages, and it says, you know, a lot of us here are advanced souls, okay? And we're in these primitive bodies. And so we're having a lot of issues, okay, especially in relationships and things like this. We're in a big battle, right and wrong, soul versus body. But Spirit told me, and you know, I could not think this stuff up. It just literally hit me. And it said, you went out into this world equipped for failure because of the teachings of the Matrix, and it set you and generations to come for entrapment. So I feel a lot of this reading is about breaking free from entrapment and moving on to higher frequencies. And that's what I wrote here. So break the entrapment by resonating on higher frequencies, and music is a great way to do it if you're listening to music that doesn't make you depressed, right? No tear jerkers. So something interesting happened, and that's what this is over here. I was pre-shuffling, and I was on my last deck to pre-shuffle because I was not sure if I should use this deck, because I'm like, I knew this was high vibrational by the decks that I was guided to use. These are very 5D, ethereal, unseen energies that are surrounding you and helping you. And then this card came out. I was pre-shuffling. I left this just like this, and then I received a message, and it says, the message I received instantly, it was, you're going through a high vibrational energy shift at this time. And then I saw a spider walk across my table, a little tiny spider. I have not seen a spider on my table in probably a year. When I see spiders, I know I'm getting a spiritual message. So then it disappeared on my table, and then I saw it walk across and go under, which you can't see, but next to the camera right here, there's a Saint Michael angel, and it's under there. So during your reading, it might come out. I don't know. It's tiny, so I'm not afraid of it, but I do want to kind of watch it. I know Florida spiders, and it's one of those spiders that get like the size of your hand. It's tiny. Anyway, this is the card that came out. It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with the ones you love. Very high vibrational message, and I'm not going to pull anything else from here because I don't feel anything was meant to come from here. What's on the bottom? Oh, freedom. So I do feel like there's a period. This is a very high vibrational period. a high vibrational shift where things that have had you in some sort of entrapment, okay, confinement, you're going to be free of that. And that can be all kinds of things. Health issues that may have kept you held back, money issues, okay, career, or wanting to know what direction you want to go in life. I mean, anything that could have held you back is what you can be getting free of. That's very, very positive. So this is why it's also important to stay high vibrational and listen to music. That's the easiest way. Music and comedy, but comedy can trigger people sometimes. That's why they said music. And that's why I channeled that song. Anyway, we are going to start your reading. Thank you for listening to that spirit. That's more important than the entire reading, but I was guided to use these cards. And as always, guys, I want to remind you of how beautiful and needed you are in this world. And obviously, when the divine talks to me to talk to you, that's got to show you how much the divine loves you. All right. So I want to also thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're going to start your reading. If you do like my readings, I post 2 fresh readings every day. One at 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Cosmic timing. Cosmic timing and joy. And that also reminds me of, a lot of the gifts that Pluto, Jupiter, I feel like you have surprises, Pluto in Uranus, and I feel that you have like Jupiter also blessing you in some way, and you could have it in your chart, but I just feel like the time is right. And in the tarot deck, that card is a card of Sagittarius. It is a card of Jupiter. It's the Wheel of Fortune, and it's about happiness. So it talks about joy and auspicious blessings. Understand higher influences and their timing for success. Okay, so Aquarians, cross watchers, the divine is about to show you how it operates. That means a huge blessing. A huge blessing that only could be divine. It wouldn't happen any other way. The divine is about to work and move in your life in some special way that nothing can stop it. Now, the first deck that I was guided to before I started pre-shuffling and all that was this. So, and this is a health deck for the most part. And the card that came out in the pre-shuffle on this was a divine intervention. And it was somebody who was on like a surgery, the table. They were in the hospital. They were in the ER or whatever. And then the card that I pulled to clarify that was the Ten of Swords. So it could literally, no, excuse me. It was a Nine of Swords reversed. I'm sorry. And that can also indicate someone being in a surgery. That can indicate, in other words, a near-death experience. It can also indicate a dream. So a divine intervention can also happen that way. I forgot what came out with this one. It was also, oh wow. Some of you, this landed on the health deck, and the card that came out is Twin Flame. All right, some of you, maybe your Twin Flame might be experiencing a health issue. I don't know. Maybe you're seeing everything is possible. It says here 1111. Maybe your Twin Flame is going to receive some sort of divine intervention. Let's see now. That is not the card that came out in the pre-shuffle though. And listen to your intuitive feelings. All right. There's a unicorn there. And it says, "Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly and in peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me and to listen to my inner wisdom." Someone is being guided, okay? Someone is very unique with that unicorn, and I feel with that unicorn, someone is very sensitive to receiving information. In addition to the high vibrational music, okay, and when I mean high vibrational, if it makes you feel good, okay, if it makes you feel good, it doesn't trigger any negative emotions. That's the kind of music I'm talking about, and it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. You don't. Not everybody has to listen to harps and flutes. You listen to what makes you happy, high vibrational. You feel like moving and dancing, all the better. Organic foods. This means, try to eat the best you can with, work with what you got, and start from there, because it's not always easier said than done. Start with the basics, and whole foods are usually the basics. Whole foods. It does say organic. That's high vibrational as well. High vibrational food. It also says, "Thank you for supporting my desire to consume and use more organic products." Hydration, I picked up on this, and it could be, even if somebody were to end up in the hospital, that it could be a dehydration issue. I specifically was shown somebody who, people. There are some people who they work very hard and outside, and they sweat a lot. Or they put a high demand on their body, even if they're not outside. They don't have enough fluid, and then they're at nighttime. Sometimes the nightlife, somebody could be, like drinking after work. So that was a specific thing that I saw, and someone could literally need to stay hydrated here. And dehydration, I saw a vision. Dehydration could put somebody in the ER, especially if anybody sort of drinks alcohol or a lot of caffeine or things that deplete your natural hydration. So it says, "Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating and guiding me to drink more water so that my health and energy and appetite stay at optimal levels throughout each day." Okay, so just be very careful. Heat stroke also, that's another thing to be careful for. All right. Don't overdo it. Go the distance. Blessing. Okay, so there is some sort of divine intervention. There is some major blessing that is coming in. Well-deserved blessing coming in. Go the distance. All right. That's associated with the number 11, 4, 7, and 11 right there. We got to get into this reading now. Let's pull a Celtic spread. There's a lot high vibrational energy shift that Aquarius is about to go through. Very high vibrational. As I shuffle these cards, I want you to, close your eyes, and I want you to put all of your awareness into the between your eyes, okay, and your third eye. And I want you to feel so much love and energy right there for yourself. And I want you to feel your awareness go beyond yourself. I want you to tap into that love. That's your higher self. You're operating out of your crown chakra right now. The Hangman, the Magician, is taking something far too long to happen. Something about having everything that it takes. Everything that's necessary. Having all the eggs, all the seeds sown for this Six of Cups. Okay, so this is like a long time coming. We're going to find out why the Magician now has everything, why it took so long to come here. Why did it take so long to come here, arrive at this place? It's divine. Remember, in the beginning with everything I channeled, it's divine. And you're going to know how divine it is, because what is about to take place in your life could not be anything else but divine. You will not be able to deny the divinity of the blessing that's coming in. We got the Four of Cups sideways in the recent past. That came out in another reading as an ending. Somebody is actually making a move. Somebody's actually put steps into the 3D. All right. This person has been planning and preparing, and this could be somebody who has Gemini, Virgo, Pisces in their chart. It could also be somebody who is coming in after the retrograde, the Mercury retrograde, when Mercury is direct. When is that? I know everything happens in Leo. If you guys know, please comment, because I don't know right off the bat. I know it ends before we enter Virgo. Nine of Pentacles. Speak of Virgo. Okay, Nine of Pentacles right there. And this is an interesting Nine of Pentacles, because this Nine of Pentacles is a person who's about ready to record a song. Wasn't last night's video something about, you know, that singing, poetry, songwriting or something? But this is a Nine of Pentacles. Anyway, it's a person who has everything they need. And so their next step after that, and they're single, their next step is finding someone, okay? Because they're already good on their own. So now they want to be with someone else who's also good on their own. And that's where it seems like it's you. A lot of colors that are sticking out to me are lime green, kind of like my nails here. Lime green hat, lime green cup, a lime green headband, striped lime green and gray shirt. Also yellow, lime green and yellow, yes. And not just both yellows, like mustard yellow and safety yellow, or this gold yellow. Those are the colors sticking out. Lime green, avocado green too. I can see both. Green can be related with the heart chakra. The yellow can be related to the solar plexus and the divine masculine energy. Oh, perfect. Look at that. I never get it like this. I never get exactly what I want. And I gave up on trying to get what I wanted. And now I get 10 cards. Wow. Okay. Eight of Swords is in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Somebody lets go and comes in. Could be somebody who has also Cancer and Taurus in their chart. But it doesn't have to be. It's somebody who is coming toward you, because it seems like they want to to commit to something, all right? It seems like 10 of Cups. They want to commit to family, all right? Like they're a family person possibly, but we gotta clarify. All right, show me the Hangman. Piscean energy. Okay. House. Maybe somebody needed to get a house or some sort of stability before they could reach out. Because this is 1111, all right? Strong 1111 is the number. And it's messages. So, messages to a person that somebody wants to commit, marry to, all right? Get involved with for a long time. Messages to a twin. Messages to or about a home. What you don't see is the base. What you don't see is the main part of the reading and another part of the reading about having everything that they need. Oh, they didn't expect something. So, there's something that's not seen. You don't know, or somebody doesn't know why it's taken so long. Okay? Why is it taking so long? Why can't I get out of this situation? This is where the divine's going to prove it, and the divine could only prove it in the divine way. We have somebody who has the Empress on their mind. The Empress is divine feminine, the mother, the yin. Sometimes divine, sometimes it's in a male body as well, the Empress. So, you might be shocked to know that you've been on this person's mind for a while. But for some reason, this person's been held up, hands were tied or something. Something about being the magician in the upright. Something about this. It's taken a long time because now this 10 of Swords reverse with this 3 of Wands reverse. This 10 of Swords could be that divine intervention. This person did not expect this divine intervention, possibly. Tell me more about that 10 of Swords. If there is one. Cards dropped. This card wants to stay separate. Okay. It's the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card. This stayed separate. These dropped. This is what I see on the bottom. It's the 8 of Wands. There is somebody who is very single and abundant. The 9 of Pentacles is here again. It's Virgo. Doesn't have to be a Virgo, but this is a person who has got you on their mind, and they're coming in to talk with this Page of Pentacles here. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. Ten of Cups. 10 of Cups. Okay. All right, I forgot. Tell me about that 10 of Swords. I want to know about that 10 of Swords. Well, all I know is that 10 of Swords is linked to a whole bunch of stuff. We have Leo, we have Aquarius, we have Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries. I think this person was not expecting to still feel or think about you this way, because they've been thinking about you for a long time. They just haven't been able to come in. Something about them being single too when they come in. So it, maybe they had to go through an ending. But they know you are their Ten of Cups. You are their family. You are the one they want to be family with. You're their Ten of Cups. Maybe they weren't expecting their happiness to lie with you. And it does. Tell me about the Four of Cups in the recent past. Justice. All right, so Justice is doing the right thing. Justice is also, whatever this action that might have to happen. All right. But literally, something happens possibly in their life, and then they're able to focus toward you. They could be going through an ending. There could be something involving, now we have Taurus, Virgo, and Gemini, and Scorpio in the reverse. But somebody's focused right here. So somebody's making some sort of plan or some sort of move, and it goes even deeper when we get into the King of Pentacles and the Devil reverse. So this is some sort of action, because justice is an action. It's a verb. And actions lead to karma, good or bad. So somebody has done some sort of action here in the recent past to bring about you and them to come together. It's not showing me what action. What action have they done? Oh. Why? The Queen of Wands. Somebody might have done something. Somebody, I don't know who, but this is where that magic stuff wants to pop up. Or somebody hidden and paid for magic. So this is the recent past. Give me another card for that. That's why the Devil in the reverse is here. It's not working for you. It's going to hit whoever. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever this is that's coming in for you, it's still coming in. I think if anybody's practicing magic, whatever your blessings are, they're coming harder and faster. I'm not going to talk about that magic person, because this is a high vibrational reading. This is your spirit messages have come through today, and if that's anything, you are protected, because the spider ran under the Archangel Michael, which is the angel that goes to battle for you. Okay. Just, it's kind of like this energy, You're protected. I don't care what anyone's done. You're protected. Stay in your high vibration. Listen to your high vibrational music. Put good food and drink into your body. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Still going to happen. We have success here. It's still going to happen anyways. I feel like it's a blessed connection, okay? And because it's a blessed connection, nothing's going to be able to stop it. It's just going to thrive. It's actually going to help it thrive. It's going to feed it, not starve it. And we have the Lovers here, all right, and the Fool reverse. For some of you, this is a very, very close connection, all right? Very close connection. Someone could have also Gemini in their chart. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. Does something else flip? No. Yes, it did, right here. Whoo! Yes. Two of Cups on the bottom. That looks like a big hug to me. It is a big hug. Someone could dress really nice. So there's some conversation that comes from or about. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Emperor. For some people, for somebody, there's like someone's spouse is working against them. So somebody could be doing something to keep someone against their will, but this is the thing, love prevails. All right, love prevails. And that's what the strongest message in this reading is. There's a blessed connection, a blessing for you. You are going through a very high vibrational shift. That was the message I received. The spirit messages are always going to be, for me, more important than the tarot reading, because that is straight channel. And nothing. I think this is just telling you, don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about anybody who could be doing anything negative. You just stay high vibrational. There is, you know, for some of you, there is twin flame energy here, because that literal card did come out, and I did have the Lovers. I had the Four of Wands, 1111. I have the Emperor in reverse. For some, maybe there was work done against you and your twin. But it doesn't matter if it's, because not everyone, it's not a twin, all right? And not everyone, it's work. The message is, you win. You win. It doesn't matter what someone else is willing to do at all costs against you. You win. You win it all. You get it all. Because you're staying high vibrational. And you're going even higher frequency than you are now. This is a major transition. It's a major step up. And you might even start to feel and think a little more higher. You might, I can't explain it. That's just how I feel. You might feel this in your physical body. You might feel a little better. You might be seeing improvements in some areas of your life. It's a frequency shift, and it's a high frequency shift. You know, these energies that are negative are not going to be able to, they can't touch you for one, and they're also not going to be able to ascend there, right? They're hanging out in these lower frequencies. And when you make this next jump, you're really going to be out of their hemisphere. You really are. Because they can't even touch you now. And you're about to make a bigger leap than before. Especially once this conversation happens. So somebody's about ready to come toward, we have Aquarius on the bottom, all right? And they're going to come to wherever they feel that you're at, all right? With that Three of Pentacles, that's a collaboration. That was a card that did come out in the pre-shuffle from this deck. It just reminded me, was collaboration. So someone is coming in to talk to Aquarius, okay? And it's their pleasure to do so. And it's this person who could be, again, I don't know. This person could be the one who is worked on. It doesn't matter. This person is the one who's coming toward to talk to you. So this person could have appeared to have ghosted you for a long time. This person could have been going through something, is what it shows up as. And they literally were not able to do anything. Now, for some, they could be losing an elder of their family as well. Okay, they could be like, look, Aquarius, or I was, there was an elder or something like that in my life. Or they passed away, and you didn't know about it, but it's like, look, this is what took me so long. All right. And they tell you that, but meanwhile, like, you didn't know what was happening because it's like they weren't in contact with you. So that it shows up as, a period of time where there's no contact. So depending on how the story plays out, but the Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom here, and that's saying right now is not the right time. So at the right time, you're going to be ready, I guess. They'll be ready. If it's meant to be at the right time, it will happen, because there's, an Ace of Cups can be a blessing, a gift from heaven. It can be a baby. Even, all right, it can be a new addition to the family. It can be this love and grows into the marriage. Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles is on the bottom. Why is that Seven of Wands here? Ten of Cups. Okay. I feel like this person, they could have water in their chart, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But here's a person who has the spirit of fighting for something, okay? And their spirit is like, they fight for family, they fight for love. And so now they've determined that they want to come toward you and fight for this love. But you're determined not to have your heart broken, because I'm seeing right here. So no matter who comes toward you, you've changed. You have changed. And you are about to go through another major ascension. So you've changed regardless of who is coming toward you. And you're about to change again. I know I make it sound like you're a lizard and you're just going to change. But no, you're going to change again. I don't know why these cards came out right here. On the bottom, I have whatever this is, okay, this person who makes an offer, this person has some sort of independence or wealth, but they make an offer, but it has something to do with legacy, long-term, and maybe something to do with a home or an inheritance, okay. But here's somebody who they're making you an offer, and Aquarius is here. All right, Aquarius is looking at 1111. Why is this Eight of Wands here in the reverse? Okay, so someone's been procrastinating about you. Maybe because an Aries, Leo, Sag had to get out of the way. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles, or Karmic, or whatever somebody was using to stop this. But somebody regrets not doing anything sooner. So there's that. So somebody Somebody is in regret of not making an offer sooner, of not doing something sooner. Somebody is in regret of this. Tell me about this Six of Swords. All right. So somebody is coming up to make an offer to you. All right. And it could be somebody who, you know, they're going to make some sort of investment in you. All right. This is a person who has, you know, they're showing up that they have a lot of stability. But they were going through something. They could have found out something. But this person is coming toward you. All right. You're going through a major high frequency shift. You're shifting. You're going to a higher frequency. And it doesn't matter who's coming towards you. Okay, is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. You're still going to remain in this. So you're not going to turn back and be your old self. So if this is a person who is re-entering your life, they're going to have to re-enter your life, accepting the version of who you are now, which is you are the Empress. That's who you're showing up as. Not saying you weren't that before, but there's a Knight here, which is a younger energy, but I also have an Emperor here. Because maybe somebody wasn't ready. All right, but whatever it is, it seems like it doesn't matter. You're raising your frequency. They regret not coming in sooner, but they know you are the Ten of Cups. You have this happening at the right time, and it is divine. So if it's your reading, you're probably going to want to, you know, do this with this person. And here we have the blue flame. So this is a strong twin flame reading, or very high level soulmate. All right. It's high vibrational. I don't want you to think in terms of soulmate or twin flame. Just know that your high vibrational match is what's coming in. And I feel like it's coming in quick with Go the Distance. It's a spontaneous awakening. Remember, in the beginning of the reading, someone could have some sort of premonition or NDE or something like that, or a dream. Somebody gets spontaneously activated. Integration time. Another sign, you guys, that this is not going to happen at any other time but divine timing. So just relax, kick back, enjoy high vibrational whole foods, and enjoy your happy music. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you in your next video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, moderators. I will see you in your next video. Namaste, my friends.